Is that on page, is that on page 3? Admin on page 3? Is that the one you're saying for the city attorney?
Yes.
Which line item are you calling that? Because the attorney, you're trying 53 to 22? Is that 53, 22?
What? For the court report.
Like, that's like if we had an attorney, right?
Yeah, for the court, yes.
That wouldn't be a city.
Yeah, no, it's separate from the, because you have to pay the attorney for the court, because they're different.
But that's not a city attorney, 5322.
It can be, if we have one, yes.
Well, on line 3, how much would we be approximately paying the attorney for the year if we had a city attorney?
You're talking about on line 3. Line 3.
On 5322.
For the
The
court,
bottom
right?
of municipal court.
Oh, I'm looking at the
Looking at
page.
that one.
Okay. I'm just trying to go back to municipal court.
I thought y'all said we were on the court.
Okay.
So,
So attorney fees, is that having an attorney? Attorney fees is gonna be in the same way as municipal court? With judge and attorney? Is that right or wrong?
There's a difference between the city having a city attorney and the attorney fees that you would pay in municipal court. It could be the same.
Well,
Person.
where would our, if we had a city attorney, what page would that be on? Would it be on?
and
The admin.
Okay. So on the admin page, that's page 3, right?
right.
So it would be on 5322, right?
Right.
So if we had a city attorney, approximately how much would we be paying them a year?
Well, it says 10,000.
Okay. So we had that allotted for that. So it's one of the next one.
That's what it says. That's y'all's budget.
So I don't know what y'all's.
So these those attorney fees are not for like the suits that are.
No, that's paying for city attorney.
No, that's actually not attorney fees at all.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you want to get down into the depths of that, but whether we had a city attorney or not, with the suits that you're talking about, we would be using a TML attorney. That's what we pay them for. We wouldn't be using our city attorney to represent us.
Could I interject something on the city attorney? If the council were to want to initiate a suit, that wouldn't be TML. That would come out. That would come out of your budget.
Yeah, that's us initiating a suit. Yes.
That's right. So if you sue somebody or you want to collect
If we
somebody,
sue someone, if the city sues someone, yes, that would be our city attorney. The suits Jackie's talking about, that's not a city attorney. That's TML providing us with the attorney,
a defense attorney.
which we pay them 75,000 a year.
I don't know, I haven't got the bill this year, but see what this one's got coming there, so.
Is that in this too? You got it.
Okay.
Is it in here too?
On what?
Or TML?
No, it's on the.
We have-
It's
Our TML would be under admin.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you really discuss this about the court revenue first before we,
Well,
because I don't even know what's going on with the court, so.
no, I want you to be able to explain that though.
You want me to, you know.
Well, are we on court?
We are.
Yeah, we are. Okay,
So maybe you can explain.
I gave y'all the council members and the mayor, I gave y'all a sheet of the court meeting, but the court that I did, a report I did from 10 to 23 to 9:30 and 24. Y'all got it? I'll wait till y'all get it all. So, yeah. Meredith, and it's in the office right there. Do y'all have the report in front of y'all?
I do.
We do.
Everybody has it? Okay. So what, I'll make start over. Okay, this is a court report that I did from 10/1 of 23 to 9:30 of 2024. Okay, I broke it down. This is all the total collected for this. If you look at the bottom where it says total, The total collected for that year is $231,260.86. Okay, out of that 230,260.86, the city only brought in 13,733. So that's only 6% that the city can have out of the $230,000.
So 80,000 went to the state.
Yes, and then 80,080.08 went to the state, and then that's just for the court use is 131,413.45. That's allocated just for the court.
What percentage is that?
For the
From
city,
the total collected to what the city gets? Do we
it's
know what
6%.
percentage that is?
6%.
So we get 6%.
Yes, of a $230,000 collected from the court, we only get 6% of that for the city. So that's not a very big increase. It is, that's all the tickets.
I know, if
For that-
if
for
they're
that-
primarily speeding, there's a certain percentage, and if they're something else
So the
like code
average,
This is
violation.
the court, this is the court that I got, here's my report that I got off of the
Yeah, I
court system,
understand.
and this is this is my,
Yeah, it goes to the
that
court.
I,
Does the court money at that point return back to the city general?
no, it does
fund?
not. It does not.
So what happens to that excess money that the court brings in?
It goes to different courts. It's right here on the thing. It tells you where all the court goes, where all the money goes to the court. It's all broke down on there.
Yeah, I didn't get a copy of
that,
that. That's
so-
what I wrote you about.
So I just wanted to make y'all aware of that the city don't get that much income off of tickets.
So
I
it's
just
the
wanna make it- that's
average of 6%, which was,
The 230 and 260. That's the
but
total
our
amount.
part was 13,767.33.
Yes, that's all the city got out of that 231,000 for the.
And our budget is 18,225. So
I just wanted to make y'all aware of that, council, to let y'all know that this is just for a year that I did this, because this is just letting y'all know how much money we did bring in that year. And this is telling y'all how much we only get 6% going to the city. We don't get to $300,000 going to the city.
But that doesn't count failure to appear.
Yes, it counts all of it. It's all right here on.
I know,
on the
but you
sheet.
didn't have very many failure to
So-
appears in that year, almost none.
This is from 23 to 24.
I
This
know
is a
you
whole
had
year ago.
speeding tickets, and that's what speeding tickets
So
break down.
anyway, this is what it is, and this is all mine.
You get a higher percentage on failure to appear.
So basically what you're saying is 18,000 went out from the city to keep the court running. And we got a return from the court of 13,000. So we were in the red for about 5. Is that correct?
Basically,
Somewhere
yeah,
around.
something like that, yeah. For the city, well, see, they're saying y'all want city money to use for the court as a revenue, but the court is
Right.
not a revenue for the city,
We actually lose.
so.
Where does the rest go to the court? I
The
don't-
$80,080.08 goes to the state, and then the 137,413.45 is all allocated to different parts of the court.
What
Like
part?
you have the MCT, the court security, truancy prevention, municipal jury fee. You have the which is the FTA Omni, that goes out between the state and the court, and then you have Omni Base and the city. That's split between the city and the court.
Mhm.
And then you have the let's see, then you have the deferred deposition goes to the court. And then we have the Purdue, they collect our agency fee, Purdue, that's 6,370 goes to them. And then the driver safety course admin fee, that goes to the court, that's $1,966. And then you have the local traffic that goes to the court, that's $2,157.82. And then you have the GHS, that's $7,624. That's the fee that we have to pay to use that program for the year.
Mhm.
Well, that's not what we pay. That's just what we pay for the,
Yeah, so when
The
you
fee-
say
the
it goes
collection
to the
fee.
court, these are expenses that the court has? and
this
it's
goes
covering
to the
those?
court. Yes, this covers the expenses in the court.
Yeah, so these are
Collected.
expenses the
Well,
court
there's,
has. and
well,
it's
there's certain
covering
things you have to use them on, and I have to look all that up to make sure that I'm using them the right
Yeah.
way. But yes,
Very specific.
And then right below the,
yeah, there's very specific where this money for the court goes.
and then right below the driver safety, that's the 89,256 is.
Yes, that's the fine. Yes, that goes to the court.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Well, I just want to get all understanding of how the court
Yeah.
works.
Made it very simple.
It's a good understanding. I think if we decide to go a certain way, I think if y'all decide to go a certain way, I think that I can visit with I3 and try to get out of that license that costs $7,525.
And then we add to that, well, this not added on here, but then we add for the cop sync.
Right.
The program that comes in that's another 3,000.
But that one is that's not a contract though, right?
No, we
That's
don't.
if we close the court, that's something that just automatically.
Right, we know, I can close it or stop it or whatever.
Right.
Yes.
But how would the court,
$7,525.
how will we close the court down? Will we close the court down and hire police and not have a court?
No, can't do that.
We'd have to have the court with the police.
Yeah, I hate to jump ahead because we're on court,
Right, okay.
but in order to talk about courts, I need to answer your question.
Okay.
I actually was talking to one of the Wood County sheriffs, and they threw out a great idea. Actually, T. Cole, I have to give him credit for it. He thought of the idea and said that T. Cole is encouraging the very small towns to become or have like a substation in your town, meaning it would be an interlocal agreement with us and Wood County that they could have officers here using our building, and we would do co-working basically, but we wouldn't obviously be responsible for their liability. That would be over the Wood County umbrella and their training, but they would be located here. So we would provide, obviously, I think we're going to have to provide building maintenance to the building, things like that. But that is a great possibility that I think would be amazing for our town. Because they would be here all the time.
That would be round the clock coverage.
And we would be in an agreement with Wood County, which they're doing a great job. I don't know why we would change that. And then our city wouldn't have as much of the liability, the training, and all the other expenses that we accrue. T. Cole wants smaller towns to do this because it's a huge benefit to the smaller cities. So that is a huge possibility.
Basically just have building maintenance and utilities.
Yeah, because if you got pulled over by Wood County cop, you would go to court in Wood County. We wouldn't have to have a court here.
Or if they will buy our vehicles,
That's
change them over.
I haven't said anything about that yet.
Sorry.
Chris, I haven't said anything
Yeah.
about that to them yet. I haven't
Yeah,
tried to sell them our vehicles yet.
big if.
I know. I know. I just think it would be a really great idea. Because we would have police officers. That's what we want. We would be able to have our building, used right now that we're paying for. It's empty.
Have close.
We need to get over there somehow and get in there and
Win-win.
turn the air down so we can get our electricity down over there.
Okay.
So it gets used. Okay.
So,
What would that cost to have them come in?
they
ain't gonna do it for free.
no, but it would actually be way less than what
Out of our county tax.
we pay. We do pay county tax. And obviously Wood County, I can't say anything. They're doing a great job, but
If they were dedicated here,
definitely would not be what we would pay to have 8 cops on duty and their uniforms and their training and their
We never,
weapons, their, all of that, the trucks, the vehicles, all of that.
we've never had a cop on duty.
No, that was the goal, right? That was in the budget. That was the goal is, I think it was 8 police officers was the goal, was the breakdown. And,
Originally it was 5.
okay, stop.
That's what Holland wanted, 5.
To be able to go full time.
Round the clock.
Yeah.
We've never had round,
No,
never.
but I mean, if that's what our
We-
community's
we almost
wanting, if that's what our community is wanting,
Oh, well, long term, we never had. Round the clock.
that was his goal. So we're, spending,
So
I wasn't
the
ready.
deputy would be dedicated to,
correct. Yeah,
do they have a staffing or are they gonna use the officers to staff?
I don't know.
'Cause, I mean,
I don't know the answer to that.
I'm not speaking for them, granted, I'm just saying from what I've seen. Working out in the county over fires and everything else wrecks. I don't even think they're fully staffed.
They're not,
Oh, the Wood County.
Right.
Yeah, no.
and we need quicker response than that.
We would have no control over.
What do you mean
how
quicker response? They would be here.
It would be up to
Okay.
the county sheriff.
Anyway, that's not what the community wants. It's not what the citizens wants. It's not what the taxpayers wants. That's not what the businesses want. They want police that says Hawkins Police. All the
Yeah.
businesses, did you know every one of these businesses, the police went to every business that closed almost every day when it closed. Anyway, can we get to the police page?
Well, you asked me a
Okay.
question that had to do with the police. We were on court. I was just putting it out there that we could do a substation and that would,
But right now, we don't need a substation.
I mean, I think it's a great idea if they're dedicated to the area.
right. I mean, it would save us
That's a plus.
hundreds of thousands of
They-
dollars.
Well,
I'm just saying, I mean, from
they
my
said,
experience, I mean,
I talked to them, they said they
some
couldn't.
of
fully
their
dedicate
shifts
it.
are short.
I talked to the police department. the sheriff.
I did wanna
They can
point out one
That's not the
thing.
topic. The topic is,
Yeah, we do.
what else we gonna talk about before we get to the police?
Mandy, you were talking about 6%, just so you know. The biggest violation we have on the books when I wrote, a letter to the council was a voluntary promise not to appear. City gets 10% plus 100% of all fees we add on. It can amount to almost 50%. So just a broad brush of saying 6% is inaccurate.
So basically, we could charge them,
That
basically,
fine
we could
is
charge
$200.
the person.
That
that's-
fine is $200.
Yeah, basically, we could just charge the mess out of people so we can make money.
No, that's a
No,
normal
charge it.
fine of
That's-
$200.
I'm going by
I mean,
my
that's
report,
what
that this is the
we're
report
saying,
that I
yeah.
get
You
from.
didn't
After
pursue any volunteers. Look at your breakout of your
This is the
tickets.
distribution summary right here, where all the money is collected. I got this off of I3 verticals.
Okay,
and
how
this is
many
the
of
summary.
volunteer promise not to appear?
The which one?
VTTAs.
We don't have any.
I know, they were never pursued. That's why you have $300,000 in fines out there. So we're painting with a broad brush when we say 6%.
I am definitely, and I mean, y'all can take it for what it is. I've looked at case law, I've looked at opinions from attorney generals, and I am not okay with court fees being looked at as a revenue.
It's actually against the first, the fourth, and the 14th Amendment of the
Right.
Constitution
Y'all,
to utilize the court system and the police department as a
Okay.
revenue generator.
okay, we're not wanting that.
Okay.
We're not wanting a police
Yeah, but we
department.
keep talking
Okay.
about how much money we're
Okay.
gonna make off the police department.
All right, let me make a comment.
Yeah,
It's
well,
not good.
it's,
We're not, okay, we're not looking, y'all, we're not looking on making money off the police department.
That's
We're not
right.
looking on making money off of fines. What we are looking for,
We're looking for
It's-
police department to protect and serve. Is
Yeah.
that right?
and
Don't say
reduce,
nothing about
reduce,
making money.
protect and serve and reduce crime rate. And if you
Part
remember,
of the protect.
okay, does everybody remember the last meeting? Do you remember last meeting? Do you remember last meeting? You and everybody down there?
It was last week.
Yeah, what did everybody say? Council lady number 5. You said, we want the police department back. And you said we want the police department back. You said we want the police department back. I said we want the police department back. Vic said one push far back, Meredith didn't say anything.
It's on TV.
Right, but everybody said it here except for Meredith. My question is, are we at the police chief now?
No,
Okay.
we're still on
Okay.
court. I was just saying that you asked me a
Okay.
question
But we're not,
about,
I'm just saying, we're not, I think we all are agreeing, we're not wanting the court to be making money. We're wanting the court to be here and the police to be here for deterrent crime and traffic violations.
And dispense justice,
And
not
dispense
fines.
justice, yeah.
But the fines are a byproduct of it.
Police
And if you can
presence.
break even,
Yeah.
you're lucky in the city, but if you do make money, and as she broke out, all those extra things they said to the court, those are expenses that are being covered by the court. So if
you're saying
you're
our
only
city could bring in
$6,000
$300,000.
you know,
No,
No, we're not trying to bring in money to pay. We're not trying to make money.
I'm
off
just
of-
asking where the $300,000 is coming from.
those are primarily violation of promise to appear. The fine is $200.
So we bring that in.
We get a percentage of that, yes.
Okay,
And we have our fee that we add on normally to any ticket. We
okay,
get 100% of that.
okay.
Now, when you start adding it up, 300,000 could easily bring in, say it brought in only 50,000. That's 50,000 less six you're losing. Yes, you are money ahead, but that's not the goal. But it happens to be a negligence on the part of the court in the past that they never pursued these. So if I'm driving through town and I say, well, they don't ever pursue these tickets, I'll just throw it out the window. Well, to the tune of about 900 people, that's about what happened.
It's called years and years of mismanagement.
2 years.
Years, years.
Yeah, I understand that.
I'm
Believe
talking
me.
utter and total mismanagement from the
Yeah.
top to the bottom.
I sat there and had to sign a lot of different forms to correct that, so. But I understand.
So what do we do about the people that we have already told that their tickets are dismissed?
I don't think Mandy's told maybe 10 people and we leave them alone.
No, it's
They
a
called
lot.
they called a lot.
Everyone,
Well,
every.
once I get a review of how many they are, I
We
don't
have
think,
about 400 that's listening to
all
your
right, let's say they're 100 out of 900. I don't think we should go back on them because they had a misunderstanding. I said at that meeting that the officers may have operated without the color of law. But the fact is, they have the color of law.
Okay.
They operated just like any person who is on the council and violates one of the state laws. Do that mean from that point on, what their decisions don't count? No, you're acting under the color of law. No one thinks that you weren't acting correctly, but it might be found out later you weren't. So if council signed a contract, does that mean the contract's void? No. That contractor would be very upset, wouldn't he? So the people that, whoever told them they were dismissed, it was a bad communication. I got a communication that said that the prior attorney said dismiss them all. Well, I wrote the attorney and said, where is your motion to dismiss? That's the law.
Yeah,
Guess what?
we're
She
on
wrote back
budget.
and said, I never issued one and I won't issue one. So that's where we were at.
We were told, we thought by who was in charge, and that's what we did.
Yeah.
We
I
were told
understand.
that it was
It's a little inexperience in not knowing that the
ridiculous to
court
be able
can't
to
do
go back
anything.
on these.
Yeah, the
and
court
so
can't
let's
dismiss
focus on our
tickets.
budget.
The court can't dismiss tickets without the prosecutor issuing a motion to dismiss.
Well, the court was told to do it. So
Well, verbal doesn't count in the court. I'm sorry.
I'm not going back on.
I wouldn't go back on those folks that maybe politicians have said, hey, your ticket's cared for. But I made it plain that I said maybe.
We're on budget.
Okay.
However, that last statement really bothers me because you said politicians has told people that their tickets were
I said maybe politicians. have said.
right. But
So if
that's
any
a
of y'all,
very
if y'all were
slippery
politicians,
slope.
and you told people
That's
that
a very
tickets were
slippery
dismissed.
slope that I don't appreciate.
Well,
'Cause
it
I've
wasn't
never
directed
done
towards
that.
you,
And we're talking for politicians. No,
but if
let's get
you,
back to budget.
you told people that it was dismissed,
Let's get
I
back to
was-
budget.
well, I wish you to check with the court.
All right. So, we're on court.
I have no other questions about the court, right?
Anybody else? So we're not changing anything in
I
court?
guess, I don't know.
We're gonna leave it at that 18? Okay.
I have a comment about the police department. My question, since I'm doing, I handle the finances for the city. My question is, okay, let's say we hire a police chief and we hire 3 police officers. My question is, we're gonna run out of money to pay their salary. So my question is, like 3 months from now, 6 months from now, we're gonna probably, if we're running out of money, we'll have to lay them off.
We're not supposed to know.
I'm just saying, because we're in such a debt.
We're done. Line by line.
Yeah, so I mean, just something to think about, you know what I mean?
Let's do one item at a time, then we'll go from there.
I'm just talking about the salary on the police department.
Well, we're bringing in almost $2 million income.
Right, and then we're.
Off of what?
Then we're 3 million, and then we're 3 million and then.
Off of taxes and water bill.
There is no way this budget, I mean, I look forward to y'all showing me how this is going to be a balanced budget. Let's go. We're on police.
I have, but you have two, but anyway. All right, so now what are we talking about?
I'm just like,
Are we almost to the end?
police.
Do we have any more comments about anything at all before we go to the police?
2 million.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
They said water bills don't cover the police, water bills has to cover the water bill.
Yes.
I'm just talking about income, the city income. I wasn't talking
City
about
income,
police.
I mean, the water income has to go to water.
I didn't say anything about that. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
you
our
said
income.
water.
You did
I
say
said
water.
I said 1.9, we're bringing in $1.9 million off the taxes and the water. That's what I said. I'll repeat that.
Where do you get that math?
Where do I get that math from? The auditor and from all of our paperwork we got.
So our auditor isn't even done with our tax.
I'm talking about our
Years.
previous stuff. Madam Mayor,
Understand?
okay,
Math is
All right.
math.
does anybody know about our tax revenue?
It's in this budget.
Well, I know, there's
Property tax.
$1.3 million.
We are at 784,000 for our tax revenue,
Okay,
which it would have been, since we are on the subject, it would have been
supposed to be 1 million.
more than that had we passed the budget last week. But now, since the county has chosen our tax rate because we didn't pass the budget and we weren't on time, now they have chosen our tax rate and we have 784,000 coming in on our property tax. It's right here in the budget. I have no idea where you're getting 2 million. I wouldn't be worried if we were bringing in 2 million.
Is it
Everybody could have what they wanted.
1.3, 1,345,344?
That's negative. That's negative.
That's a negative.
That's a deficit.
That's our deficit.
Okay, but by March or April, we should be having, our tax stuff in by,
Right, but look though, Eric, it says right here,
This is
almost
the
the
total.
income is $2,100,957. Okay, the grand total expenses is $3,446,301. So the difference of it in deficit, $1,345,344. So that's, we're negative in the budget.
And
1.3 million.
just kind of chime in here, just so everybody on the council is clear, including the city people that attended tonight. Right now, the city of Hawkins is looking at a $5.6 million that we owe.
Debt.
Debt that we owe as of right now. No water tower, no railroad crossing fixing, no fire truck, none of that money included. Almost $6 million.
And I would
we
not,
owe, right?
based on that debt, I would also go as far, Dan, I'm sorry if I interrupted you.
You did not.
I would also go as far as that having that debt and having to do this budget like this with our lower property tax.
Right.
I would not promise any citizen that we are going to be able to get a grant or a loan for the railroad or
No,
the water
well,
tower.
the truth is, we're likely not going to be able to because
Right.
right now we've got a bond that we're sitting on for lead line replacement. That was $1.2 million. We still owe 1.9 on. The fire truck, it cost $625. We paid $372,000 on interest.
Which we actually even haven't paid that
Right,
yet.
right.
We owe it. That is a debt.
And then the grant that we received to help out on that a lot was $258,000. But that leaves a right balance of $1,024,000.
Over $1 million.
Yeah, so we are $5,665,041.51
But we're gonna
in
make-
debt.
Payments on that.
Yeah, and payments on the interest. A lot of interest. I'm
But
seeing over $1 million we paid on in interest from a lack of being ran. I see it being ran properly. We're looking at
I can-
$1.5 million worth of interest.
I can believe what you're saying. And there is things properly ran, and that's why we gotta get a little hold on it.
That's right. That's right. I'm just mentioning that so everybody can kind of breathe in the gravity of the debt that we owe with that.
What? I'm sorry, what do you mean about getting a hold on our water
Our water
department?
department's a little bit above. Maybe a lot.
We literally went line by line.
I know, but it's still above, okay. So we have other cities close to us that's paying half than what we're paying on our water department.
Okay, great. This is Hawkins.
Yeah, but
This is our water, I mean, we
Yeah,
just
but
went
they're the
line by
They
line.
have the same population as we have,
Okay,
and they're paying half to the water department budget.
okay. I'm in reality. This is Hawkins and this is where we're at. We just went line by line.
I know, but reality is, it seems like if two cities are 5 miles apart from each other,
Okay,
and you have the same
Okay.
amount of population.
okay.
What-
I'm listening and I'm hearing what you're saying. But where do you want to cut the water?
What's the record of the water department? I missed it. What's the record of the water department?
Oh, I was asking a question about how does, our budget on our water department twice as much as Big Sandy is? There's a 600,000 and we're
Compare city, little city, big city.
I,
You can't compare cities.
well, I know the population.
I want to put that in context. What Dan said was that in the past, there's been a lot of mismanagement is why we have so much debt. And what he said was, actually, yeah, we got to get that under control. Can't really do anything about it. And we need to take care of the water department. That's where we started.
Right, an issue.
Okay, and so,
We don't always spend everything we put in the work.
I know.
On our budget. That's how I was able to pay off the police department truck last year.
right.
Right.
But there's unforeseen items with the water department, pumps, line breaks. I've had numerous line breaks this year. With the past 2 months, I've had 6, 7 line breaks. I've had to do line replacements. So the budget is unforeseen. Sometimes we spend it all, sometimes we don't even get close.
Right.
But you have to budget for something. So you
Right.
go with the amount that you've had before to try to stay close. So you don't just go way above or way below.
So again, specifically, because we've already done the water department and I didn't hear a whole lot. So
Who's on the police department?
do you want to go to the water department or do you want to go to the police department? So you want to leave the water department the way it is?
Yeah, let's leave it like it is.
Okay.
The last thing we have is the police department, correct? Do we have anything else to discuss besides the police department? Joe down there, we're gonna
We're good.
Are you losing everything on the police department? Well, I would like to.
Mandy, hang on.
Oh,
We're
sorry.
just starting with police.
Oh, okay, we'll start line item, okay. I had some things on the police department.
Go ahead, Mandy.
Okay, on line item, where the telephone is on the 5115, where it says 5,500, that drops down to 1,900. On that one, on the telephone for the police department line item. And then, tell me when y'all ready for this one. Okay, and then the next one under 5235, the supplies and equipment, we have 1,500, we have 3,000, we want to move that up to $3,000. And the reason is we have a contract for video cameras in the police vehicles, and then we have the copier over there, which is. So that's why we need to move that up to that to pay those out of that line item. And then that's all we have.
So we need to increase that one.
Yeah, to 3,000, yeah, so I have enough to pay them.
Okay.
Bills on there.
Yeah,
And so that's all I have.
thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, one more, the taser payment on the line item 5417, instead of 2750, and the payment's $2,765. So it doesn't go up $15 more.
All right,
And then that's it.
thank you.
So. 5115 drops to.
So, I'm just gonna say it one more time. And then y'all do what you want, but, if we did do the substation, we would not have salaries, meaning we wouldn't have BUGIT, Texas Workforce Commission. We could still do the longevity.
No, we wouldn't have no.
Oh, we wouldn't have longevity, right? So, we would provide the natural gas, the electricity, telephones, internet, building maintenance. Vehicles, we could actually sell, so we could not have that. When you be doing the gasoline or the uniforms. But we possibly could have some in supplies and equipment.
We need to leave that one alone, remember?
Yeah. And the innerwear software license, no radios, radio pagers, education would be covered by the code enforcement. We could actually afford to have a real code enforcement officer just for that. Liability and workman's comp and donation programs, community. We could actually focus on being a community outreach. Attorney's fees, firearms, ammo, tasers, that would all be Wood County. We would not have vehicle payments, and we would be ridiculously, taken care of. We would have police in our town. I don't understand why this would not be a great idea. I just wanted to make sure that that was heard,
Okay.
because that is literally everything everyone is wanting is our police officers. Pay county taxes. Why not have a great relationship with our county?
We need city police.
So what is the difference between?
We got taxpayers, businesses. And citizens.
Mhm.
One, Hawkins police officers on duty.
So what is the difference between?
That's a big difference. We want them here.
Can you not?
Okay, fine. But
I don't understand what the difference is in a Hawkins police officer and a Wood County police officer.
Wood County is.
Except-
Police officer. We want a city police officer.
Except that Wood County police officers, they have more opportunities in training.
Not necessarily,
Yes,
because we've had Wood County police officers apply to be a police officer.
we have Wood County that they can actually go to trainings because they are paying for those
But
trainings.
we've had,
There are officers here
but we've
that
had,
used to be here that can't go to some of these trainings because we can't afford to send them.
we've had officers already have all the training that's applied.
Okay,
So we've already had officers that already have all the training. That's,
we're talking about continuing education.
okay,
These are people like 3,
Officers have to
4,
do-
10
officers-
years in.
The ones that there is going to have the same thing, the
Okay.
ones are here.
I'm just gonna have to agree to disagree, because I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying, but that's okay.
We'll check into it.
Okay, okay.
A few questions out there.
I just got through telling Mr. Gonzalez that we were not gonna be speaking. Just because he's gone, I'm not gonna go back on my word.
Sorry.
Have to. It's Texas open meetings law. Now,
No,
the,
I'm not.
yes, you
No.
do have.
This is council speaking. I gave you my 5
Okay.
cents.
Well, you've
Y'all go
given
ahead.
us a lot of sense, but you know,
I'm
the
gonna need you to
Wood
stop
County
talking,
is not going to
or I'm gonna go
cover
into recess.
the
I'm
police
about to go
department.
into recess if you don't stop talking.
Well, then
All right,
I'm.
speaking is in recess. When I come back and put it back in the. I'm not doing this.
Well, then we can.
We're gonna go by the rules.
The rules of Texas open meeting.
I'm gonna ask you to leave. Don't,
You
well,
need to read
you know what?
Robert's rules.
we're in recess. You can say what you want.
So you can talk now? Or in recess?
Well,
For free?
the Wood County is going to cover
Not what we're doing.
Hawkins
This is a
if
in
you
recess.
enter an interlocal
Do not
agreement
call
with
on
them,
him.
and it will be so much money
Where do you think
Okay.
that's
out of the
getting?
budget
So,
to
okay,
cover them.
And now you can't get in control.
okay, then. what-
Self-control.
Okay. Sir, can you please not speak? Is that better?
Okay, I pay city taxes. I pay county
Hold on,
taxes.
hold on, I just got, she said no one can speak. We're
No,
on recess.
we're in recess. We're in recess. Anybody can speak.
Okay, ma'am, go ahead. Then you can finish what she gets through.
So here's the thing. We are gonna have the county people here, she said, 24/7. They're gonna pay for the uniforms, they're gonna pay for the gas, they're gonna pay for the cars, they're gonna pay for the, it's a no-brainer, Eric.
Can I ask you a
Use
question,
your
ma'am?
head.
Ma'am, can I ask you a question?
What?
I want to know, how can you know so much about this, and we know about this, and we've been, don't laugh, ma'am, but you can laugh if you want to, but I'm serious.
Just listen to Deb, she
Ma'am,
told you.
No,
what
she
they
just
were
told me,
gonna pay.
just told me just now, we've been asking for this. Now, let me refresh my memory,
Okay,
and I'm gonna refresh your memory right now,
let
ma'am.
me ask you. a
No, let me
question.
ask you a question. That lady last week said we want the police. That gentleman said he wants the police. I still want the police. She said she wants
That's
the
right,
police.
we're gonna have the county.
No, that's not, ma'am,
It's police.
that's
Come on,
county, no,
Eric.
police is police. County is
So,
county.
county is a police officer.
Ma'am, county
They're
is,
all police officers.
they are, but that's a county police officer, okay?
Yeah, but it can be a
Ma'am,
city.
listen to me.
No, you're talking in circles.
I'm not,
Hey,
a county
we-
police officer is a
Hey.
police officer. Ma'am, listen to me.
No.
A county
are we going
police-
to pay our, have you ever been out here and watched our police officers? You'll have 5 or 6, 5 of them out here smoking cigarettes, and guess what? I made a circle, I keep on making a circle.
Ma'am, you made circles for
Hey,
5
ma'am.
years.
Not put up with that kind of.
You, ma'am, you made
Well,
circles.
unless y'all gonna babysit them,
Ma'am, you made circles.
I got-
unless you're
Hey.
gonna babysit them.
We're
You
you
saved-
not gonna smoke cigarette. Anybody wanna smoke cigarette?
Ma'am, you saved a lot of money on gasoline in the last 6 months, not
Yeah, I
driving
know,
in
we're
circles.
gonna save a lot of money.
No, you
so
said-
just sit there and
Ma'am,
stare.
I got a question.
Ma'am, you saved a lot of money in gasoline in the last 6 months, not having to drive around the police.
Well, let me tell you
So you used to
something.
circle it all the time.
Our school buses going down through.
Yeah,
down-
speeding, going out, stop,
Yeah,
speeding.
and guess what? I went to the police department, and guess where they were sitting? All of them were sitting in the police department and didn't even know it.
According to Texas Community Appropriations Act.
Oh, this is.
Eric, is the county doing this, I guess the mayor was, they're gonna do all that for free? They're not gonna charge anything? And how long, how many years are they gonna do that?
When council's here, that are
Because leaving
taking,
that out.
call this back to order. When council gets back to table.
Well, then I'm gonna go get him. I'm gonna go get him and tell him that they need to get back in here. So everybody hold tight.
Did you get, you didn't get
With
his?
the big white beard?
Yeah.
Yeah, we spoke to him briefly.
We spoke to him briefly, but well, I can give you his number if you need.
That's
If
fine.
if you need to follow up on it.
What was his name again? Eric what?
Eric Malloy, MALOY.
Oh, fine. That's the mayor. Yeah. And her husband gets out eyeballing me. I'm like, what? I mean, if
His
we
number
wanted
is
to do that
903
lady harm, we could have just
530
done it. But that is not our intent.
1945.
What are you talking about? The mayor. Her husband shows up.
All right. Ms. Hall, back in order from our recess. I was just putting out an opportunity that we could pursue as a city. I think it would save us hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it was just something that we could pursue if that's something that you guys want to move forward with. I will let y'all make your budget.
I think we need to have a police department that we can fire this officer if we don't like his act. That's what he's doing.
I agree with that.
We would have to go to the sheriff, and the sheriff might say, no, I'm not firing him. I'm leaving him right there.
That's exactly correct.
We don't know.
You do lose,
Ask for a
you
replacement.
do that, you do lose all
Ask for
control of
replacement.
the officers.
You're right.
But
Somewhat, to a certain extent. That is true.
That would be something to ask beforehand.
Well, I'm making a motion to put the $384,483 back in the police budget. And
How
hire
much?
police, the $384,000 that was last year, 2025, not changing it, just leaving it the same. And get a police chief in here and let him pick out a couple officers.
Okay,
Or
I'm
just-
not, I waited until you were done.
Okay.
Just because you said I make a motion, like, we're just discussing the budget. We're not making motion.
Okay, then
But I understand, that's why I waited until you were done.
I'm asking to leave the $384,483 that was the 2025 adopted for the police department. Not saying we're spending that, but I'm just saying that we need a police chief. We need to turn in police chief applications, and I'm asking Randy that everyone that turns the police chief application in to be a police chief, that when they turn them in that month, that she puts them on the agenda to come in front of the council on the next council meeting.
That's not how the ordinance reads.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to. That's the way it's supposed to. The police chief is supposed to come from the council. We're not supposed to be throwing away applications in the trash.
Applications have not been thrown away in the
So
trash.
then we can contact all the ones that we saved and
Fine
ask
with
them
me.
if they're still interested.
can ordinances be changed?
Fine, but that is what I'm just letting you know that's what the ordinance says, like you can actually do.
I will ask this question again. Can ordinances be changed?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, then we'll make an ordinance up for the next meeting, put it on there, and we'll change it. Or we'll vote on it to be changed, not change it, we'll
Right.
vote on it to be changed. But I'm asking to leave it at 3. We don't have to spend it. I'm just asking, let's make the community, the business owners, the community and the taxpayers happy with this meeting tonight.
Yeah.
And let's leave the 384,83. That way they know our hopes are getting, that they know that we're in the process of getting their police department back for the community.
How are we gonna pay for it?
We're not spending that right now. We're just leaving it in the budget. Okay, we're leaving it.
So
in the
if we
budget.
go hire these people tomorrow,
We're not hiring tomorrow because we got to vote on it first.
I say a month from now, we hire these people
We'll hire one, the police
and we're in
chief. Let you and the police chief hire.
you really could not just let me talk.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
just asking
Alright.
questions. It's healthy to ask questions because then we're all on the same page.
Okay.
But I want to know, so like in 2 months, you hire a chief and then he hires 3 police officers.
We'll get it.
And that's
Hired.
not even gonna be that, and that's not gonna be enough. Because people want more and
I know,
people
but-
want more. and
Well, here's
people
the
want
story.
more.
If we have a police chief, they're gonna be more happier than they are right now. And if we have
Well,
a police chief with one officer, they're gonna be a
sometimes-
lot more happier than they are
Yeah.
right now. Right now, ma'am, right now, we got the community, the taxpayers. I'm gonna say it over and over again so everybody can understand what I'm saying. We got the businesses, the taxpayers, and the citizens want Hawkins Police. Okay,
That's
I'll tell you what,
I
if we just get one, I'll tell you what, you're gonna be surprised how much happier they're gonna be. Just get one at a time.
And I will probably be scolded for saying this from whomever, but when I do a budget at my home for my family, my idea is not for them to be happy. My idea is for them to be taken care of. Not everybody can be happy with this budget. This budget is going to be a deficit budget because of what you're claiming that you want to make everyone happy. Well, so when we can't pay for those things that happen, like
Let's just get one,
Other-
let's get one police chief right
Can
now
you-
and then, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to finish.
Okay.
I'm really trying not to, I just don't like being interrupted.
Sorry.
But what I'm saying is we hire these people that you want, that everybody in the city wants.
Everybody wants.
Okay. And they're so happy. And then in 4 months, we have to let them all go because we can't afford.
Can we think positive instead of negative?
Eric, this number is not changing. That is what we are bringing in on our property tax this year. That number is not going to change. This is a budget. You have $100,
That number
you
is
can't
gonna change.
spend
That's-
200.
That number is gonna change.
How?
It's gonna change by who pays and who doesn't pay.
So do you think 100% of Hawkins property taxes are paid ever?
Not 100%.
No. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, this number, our city income,
Let's start off with,
it's not changing. Everyone else has made huge cuts. The fire department has gone above and beyond. Our water department is skin and bones. Our library, Norma always does amazing with her budget and makes it work.
And then she made cuts.
And she made cuts. I don't understand how all of these departments are full functioning departments right now. The water department needs us. We've got to do that tower. We've got to do that railroad. We've got to do that well. That's how we take care of our citizens. That's how we keep our citizens happy. So they're taken care of. Water and sewage. If we don't have that, we don't have a town. We don't have a school.
Or fire department.
well, I mean, we need police.
I-
Let's just start with one officer. Just leave the budget. We're not spending that money. Let's just leave that alone and let's just,
If you
Start
put that
getting-
in there, you can only spend it on that department.
we're not spending that. If we had to do it later, okay. Let's leave it. I'm making a proposal to leave the 2025 adopted amount for the 384.43 in the police budget.
So you don't even want to go line by line. You just want to give it all to them, like this 18,000,
Okay,
13,250
okay,
for
start at the top and.
2,500 for ammo.
All right, okay, start at the top and let's go down. Start at the top and let's go down. We shouldn't be having to buy no ammo. The ammo's
I
just-
don't understand.
I need to,
Hang on. I just don't understand how you want police. I find a
You thought
way.
you were saying you were in police too last week.
No, okay, can,
And everybody hears.
Eric, I'm not going to argue with you.
Well, then let's,
I'm just having
Okay,
a
all right.
conversation. This is dialogue.
okay. Well,
This
everyone
is
here-
how
everyone here-
wise decisions get made,
Almost
by
everyone.
not interrupting.
Okay,
Everyone says they want police. I found a way. And it's
let's find it.
still not good enough.
That's not. Don't laugh.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not
It's
kidding, I'm
just a different
serious.
uniform.
It's a different uniform. They all have the same exact purpose.
What?
They've all been,
Okay, can I say something? I gotta repeat this one more time for everybody in here. The citizens, the community, and the taxpayers, and the business owners of this town want Hawkins Police.
so the uniform matters.
Though they want a police officer that works and working out of Hawkins.
That's what will happen. They'll be in that police
That's-
building.
That is a proposal. You do not know how much that will cost.
Please stop
No.
speaking.
No, that's, I said, we're not spending it, they're just, right now, we just want to
So
hire.
if we have $384,000 in our police budget
Right.
and you approve that, you have to spend that in your police budget. There is no throwing money over here and throwing money around.
We're not
That
gonna
is
spend
not
that, we're not
how.
gonna spend that right now.
So why
It's
leave
gonna
it
be
in
going-
that budget? Why leave it there? When our water department could use it, or the library could use it, or we could put it in our reserves.
What about-
That would make me happy
Okay, what
to
about?
live in a city that has a comfortable
All right,
padding.
okay, so what about hire a police department and put that in reserves?
What?
Yeah, hire a police department, put that in, get a police department, build back up, put that in reserve, just come.
Randy, would you tell the
If
council
we
what you told
hire
me?
a police department, you can
About
afford it.
the $384,000 in the budget last year for the police department,
Uh-huh.
where is that money?
Okay,
Can
the,
you explain
okay.
where that money is?
It's like a pie, and so all the departments give that piece, their budget. Okay, when one department goes over that one department goes over their budget for that year, for their fiscal year, it comes out of another department, because it all goes together. The income's just ever like a piece of pie all goes together.
So
Yes, you
actually, why do we
No,
even
that's
have
illegal.
specified amount?
What is,
for it?
what is
That is
council?
illegal.
That's
Huh?
illegal.
Why do we
Please
have
stop
specified?
speaking. I'll go into recess again and then I'll ask you to
Well,
leave.
if a department is over on their, at the end of the year, if their department is over their budget, it all goes together, so it comes out of another,
In a
whatever budget,
deficit.
yeah. Whatever's,
Not
whatever
in-
budget, yes,
right,
has
in a
extra money
deficit.
come over, it all goes together as a piece of pie, yes.
We've already saved thousands of dollars by not having a police department since February.
That's what I'm getting at.
Have y'all looked at have y'all looked at the budget that we're in this year?
Yeah.
And how much we've already overspent in the police department?
How do we overspend it? We haven't had one, they haven't paid any salaries.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because we had people over there that were like, okay, you budgeted $12,000 for this, and they're like, let's go spend it.
Can
And
I,
that can be done without the council approval.
Absolutely. If you put it in there in that budget, they can spend it.
Not 12 though, not 12. Yeah, 10 and up, you have to get council.
A bigger part.
Absolutely.
10 and up,
Yeah.
10 and up.
Little here, little there, little here, there.
10,000?
10.
Yeah, 10,000,
Thousand.
yeah.
I wanted to say something about okay, on the police department, okay, the salary right now that we got is 110,000. That's for a police chief and one police officer. Okay, and then along with that is the FICA, that comes with hiring the two people, okay, y'all following me? And so that's 8415. And then we have the, hold on, let me find that other one. And then we have the liability. That's $2,500 for two police officers. And then we have workers' comp. That's 5,000 for two police officers. And then we have and I think that's all with that. Okay, so that's all with that for two police officers. We have to add all that together. That's how much it costs for two police officers. So my question is, if we add two more, that doubles.
Okay, so you're saying that 162,839 is for two police officers?
No, the salary for the 110,000. There's
Right.
110,000 right there under the salary for the police department.
Right, but the
Okay, that's for
160
that's for two police officers,
Right.
a chief and one police officer. Okay, underneath it, so if we add two more
Here.
police officers,
See here.
that'd probably be about the same, so it'd be about 220,000
That's
for
your
the salary. Okay, and so the FICA is 8415, that will double as well. Y'all follow me? So it's gonna cost more money, not just to not just to hire them, it's gonna cost more money in the, like the FICA, that's the Medicare and the Social Security that you take out of the salary. And then you have the, no, yeah, then you have the retirement. I forgot about that one, I'm sorry. And that's $5,000. That's for, so that would double to 10. This is, we're talking about a police chief and 3 other police officers.
What about the police chief and 1 officer?
That's what it'll be in this budget right here.
About 162,000.
And that's
Yes,
still not
that's
gonna
for
be
everything.
Just for everything.
Enough.
Yes, for 2 police officers.
So then, okay, then why can't we just do 162,000 for 1 year and get this thing built back up and start up with 2 and then we'll.
Have you talked to all your people and made sure that's okay?
No, I
Because
haven't.
that's
I'm just,
not gonna be full coverage.
I know it's gonna be full coverage, but it's a whole lot better than what we got right now.
No, Wood County's not
Like
doing an
sheriff's
amazing job.
Then this response time is not, it depends on where they're at when they make a call.
And,
That's everywhere.
and then
I
also
know,
I
but
will
if
have
you
to
have-
go back
Can you
and,
imagine what it'd be like for a 1 minute response time when someone's here in town?
okay,
A
so
little
then,
different.
We've never had.
Yes, you
that.
did, 1 minute and 20
hello,
seconds.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, 1 minute, 20
okay,
second response
and
time.
then for that, also to add the 2 officers into the admin for their group, for their health insurance,
Uh-huh.
that's gonna cost us another 30 grand under the admin than what we already got. So instead of 100,000 or 100 and,
60,
it's gonna be
190,
130,000.
okay, 192,000?
No, for the group insurance. No, it's gonna add money to the admin department.
Yeah, but
Because we know the group insurance and it's 15,000 and something a year per an employee for health insurance.
so it'd be about 192,000. Instead of 162,000. It's gonna be 30,000.
No,
more.
this, I mean, I'll have to go back and amend.
But,
What I'm saying is I have to go back and amend or go back to the,
but is it approximately 192,000?
can you please listen, Eric?
I'm listening.
Okay, I have to go back to the admin where our group insurance is, it says 100,000. I have to go back and change that to 30,000 to compensate the two employees for the police department.
Right, so what
So
I'm
I have
saying
to go
is,
back to the admin and add more money to the admin department.
Admin will go up.
The admin will go up.
so what I'm trying to say is, that would be $192,000.
No, this stays the 162,839, but for the, it goes
So the
back to.
admin would be having $30,000.
Yes,
more.
I have to add 30,000 back.
So
to
we'd
that.
be paying approximately $192,000 for 2 officers.
Yeah.
So do
Okay.
you want to?
Yeah, you put it
Yeah.
like that, but
It
yes.
won't all be on this budget. It
Right.
needs to amend the other.
Okay, so that means $192,000. $192,000 is gonna be, 292, 390. 392, it's gonna be $190,000. Well, $192,000, $190,000 cheaper than 384. And that's for 2 officers. So we could say, let's do it, we could do it for, 162,839.
You're going to be hearing that that's not enough. We want more. We want more. We want more.
Well, then,
At
we've
what
already,
point do you go, we don't have enough money? Because like, I'm there now. Just don't.
well, that's 2 officers, 162,000. I'm for going for 100, I'm for going for the 162,000 on the, now this, I'm reading this off of this budget that y'all handed me.
Right.
This,
Sorry, I'm fine.
y'all handed me this, I was handed this.
Yes,
Everybody got one of these.
yes.
I'm just saying, let's go off of this, 162,839 for approximately 2 officers.
Okay, well, so you don't want to change any of it.
Well, I'm gonna say you wanna go down to, but nobody said anything, you wanna start the problem, start going down to
This
it.
is you guys, I have given y'all the opportunity I thought y'all were gonna jump at because it was a good idea to save the city hundreds of thousands of dollars, but I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. Y'all are in charge of this budget.
Taxpayers are
Go for
saying,
it.
we pay taxes for police, we want police.
Yes,
You
we
gotta-
pay
You gotta
taxes.
remember, we're
and we
we're
pay
all
county
setting up,
taxes.
we're all setting up here. And we're representing the taxpayers that pay taxes that live in this community.
Yeah, I agree.
So let's make.
And
our
I think a
taxpayers happy.
$5 million debt they would probably be embarrassed that they didn't even know we were in that much debt. So,
Okay, I'm asking for $162,839 to go by this page 5, Exhibit A, 2026, working for the police.
okay, so you just wanted do that and we're going on to the next.
Yep.
So then according to what Mandy said about how the budget money is just in a big pot. Okay, so if we hired 5 police officers, we're reaching that pot and say, here you go, let's get us 3
Do you
more.
want to take that from the railroad or the
No.
water tower?
Neither one of those. That,
That's absolutely what we would be taking it from. I cannot believe that I am sitting with people that do not think this railroad and water tower thing is absolutely number one priority.
it's very.
It's very.
That means this
important.
year, we need to be focused on that.
Man, we do need that. We need the police. Let's do this 162 and get, and we're not spending 162 right now. And first we gotta get a police chief.
How much would it cost? Excuse me, Eric.
Go ahead.
Councilman. How much would it cost what would we have to pay the county for a 24-hour deputy, and what would that cost?
For the, are you talking about the substation?
For the, what would we have to
Like the
pay
interlocal
the county
agreement?
for the deputies to be here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't gone that far with them because I'm not going that far with them.
So
until
we
you
don't
guys
know,
agree.
what the difference in that would be and what.
Oh, I can absolutely tell you that, I mean,
How
just
can
talking
you tell me if you
to,
don't know what it's gonna
just
cost?
talking to Tinkle, I absolutely can tell you that it'd be a lot cheaper. Just talking to Glenn, he and I were talking about it and it was like, it's a no-brainer because you wouldn't be paying for your salaries, your vehicles, your liability, those three things alone. If we just took those 3 things out of the budget for police, that's well over $200,000. Well, y'all can have what y'all want to have. Y'all can have what you want to have.
I'll ask one more
But I
time.
want to see where this budget isn't going to be a deficit. If y'all get what you want. No, ma'am, we're not speaking. No, ma'am. We're not speaking. I already said no to everybody else.
We're saying disagree with you.
No, ma'am. It was actually, you spoke at the first of the meeting. That was the opportunity. And now the council's going through.
This wasn't come up at the first of the meeting.
I'm sorry?
This hadn't come up at the first of the meeting.
Right. It's you speak at the first of the meeting about whatever's going on, or you don't speak. Like you signed up to speak and you chose not to speak. That's fine. That's your opportunity to speak. Now the council needs to create this budget. Maybe based on the changes, other than the police department, based on the changes that we've made or that they've made this evening, can you get me just totals of the other departments? Because I want to know how much it's going to cost. I've got total on animal shelter, library.
Oh, you want the total for the
park
department?
Fire, court, community center, water.
It's gonna be less than that.
The amendments made, I want
For
a
the police
total,
department?
no, listen, for the amendments that have been made, I want a total on each one of those pieces of paper. So we can know how much money we're spending.
Okay.
Sorry,
Can you,
but I need to know it now. I don't need it to be known like in a day, how much we're passing in a deficit. I want them to be fully informed.
do you want me, since we got all this done, do you want me to, run in there and plug it into the?
No,
My demons do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
you want to calculate?
No, yes, but I got my thing, I'll do it right here for her, if you want me to.
Y'all go ahead. Y'all can, I'm sorry, y'all can converse. I'm just having Mandy do that for me.
So my question is, so on the 380.
So the budget as it is, with the amendments that you guys have made tonight, we are in a deficit of $1,157,366.
Repeat that. What was it again?
$1,157,366.
Not much. And I have something to say, more thing to say, that's okay. Yeah. Okay, Angela Lehman, the tax assessor and collector for Wood County, called me yesterday and told me that if we do not pass a budget by October the 6th of 2025, they will stop our money coming in. We will not get no money until a budget is passed.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So if we could use every 2,000, 3,000 all the way till we get our big chunk in February.
That's 6 business days.
Yep. So we have till then to pass a budget or they will hold our money. So a budget is passed.
So if you guys want to pass a balanced budget, I'm here all night, but I don't have anything else that I need to say. I've made y'all aware of opportunities and where we can do, like, I'm ready for y'all to create this budget. Make it better.
We could cut everything but admin and water and still have a deficit.
Oh, yeah, I know. You are correct.
We'd still have a deficit.
Yeah.
Even if you cut down Mike's budget some, still have a deficit.
However, I'm not of the, I guess, attitude or personality type to go, well, if we're going to be a deficit, let's knock it out of the park.
It's already out of the park.
It's already out of the park. We need to rein it back in. So shall we start over or?
Figure out where to find more money. Let's see. We need more businesses here. I know we can't make people move this. Can't make
We actually just approved one last week.
one, yeah.
That's
And
pretty good.
It is,
Cool
that's
down.
really, yeah.
Yeah.
I was proud to see that.
Very, yeah.
And the things that would make people want to move here. Pay more taxpayers in town would increase our income. Huh?
It'll decrease. Our income will be decreased.
By having more people paying taxes?
Mm-hmm. You want me to tell them what? Hi.
The understanding is we're going up a brick wall. The income is the income. I think it's the outflow of money that we do not have to pay for things that we do not need.
If we had more, if we had another employee of the water department, we wouldn't have to farm out so much, that's gonna make a difference.
How so?
Like, if we paid an hourly employee to perform city task instead of paying another company, that would make a difference.
Explain.
When they expect that, that's not
Like,
hard to explain.
give me an explanation.
Okay, our vendors were paying to do stuff. If we had employees to do that and not be farming it out to other companies, that would make a difference.
Right, and I see how you could come to that conclusion. However, in order to hire someone to do these things that we contract out, we would have to buy the machines, the fuel for the machines, the maintenance on the machines. That would actually put us in more of a deficit. But I understand what you're saying.
Doesn't the city own the backup?
Well, what are we going to do with the backhoe?
Use ourselves.
Like, are we talking about streets?
Dig up
Are we
the
talking
line.
about?
I'm talking about
The
using
lake
that
and the
knowledge
water
to-
department.
We're already
Dig it
doing
up
that.
With a back.
We're already doing those things. It's the
I'm talking about
things that
mowing,
we
I'm talking
can't
about
do.
mowing, trimming tree limbs.
We have somebody.
We have someone doing that.
I know that we're paying $37,000, we paid $37,000 last month to do that. And work on,
I'm
I'm just
sorry,
saying-
you're gonna have to show me where that is, because I did not see that. The entire yearly budget for the mowers, 19,000.
okay, I'm talking for 1 month, I'm just saying that would be a way to save, and to cut, you just got to, man, y'all just got to saying, what can we do to cut? Made a suggestion.
Okay,
What we gonna cut?
well, and then I was
There-
asking for an explanation.
Mandy, repeat it, Mandy, or whoever said it, well, Mike can hear. Or Meredith, was that, Meredith said that,
What?
you're talking about cutting.
No, Mick was talking about needing to bring more money in, and you made the suggestion of,
He's talking about bringing more money in, was saying, you said, what can we do? You said, what can we do to cut? And I said, if we did more work ourselves instead of farming it out, that would cut.
and then I asked you to explain.
We're talking about trying to save money, Mike, they're talking about trying to come up with ways to save money on what we're doing to bring our overall expenses down for the year. And I said, if we could do more ourselves,
We do everything we can ourselves.
I said, if we hired more city employees to help you out, we went to farm out so much. That way.
We can keep up with the stuff that we have to do daily. I contract out the jobs that we can't do, so I hire a contractor to help me do jobs. Mowing is not a contract job. I have a guy that's hired to do mowing.
And he's paid
He's
19,000
paid $9,000
yearly.
a year,
Okay,
but he not from the water department too. He
right,
makes round, he relieves me in that, making rounds.
right.
We have
Because
two people working in the water department right now. We need to hire 2 more people in that department, just for that department to work normal.
Right.
You know, we have
That-
a, we have a
after we
city.
get, after we get another 1 or 2 more people hired for you, that is gonna help save our cost for farming out.
No,
How would it
No.
not? If,
Equipment.
because we have things that we have to do. Me and
Matt
Matt,
and Mike are doing the job
I know.
of 4 people right now.
I know Mike's busy, I know Matt's working wide open, I know he works from time to time, so I know.
So in order to just hire the other 2 employees, that would put the water department working at a normal function. Therefore, anything that we do over that is going to be another expense. Hiring people to do things that we don't have machines for does not make sense. Purchasing new machines that we have no business owning would be another expense. And then who's going to maintain those machines?
just only got rid of a dump truck, so. It just needs to be auctioned off. That one part.
It's costing us money.
So hauling gravel, hauling gravel and hauling, tire and highway material and stuff. Hauling that by using our dump truck, someone driving it from compared to paying someone to go haul that and deliver it. It would be saving money.
No,
Is the dump truck functioning?
no,
It
It's
just
sitting
needs to be
down on
auctioned
the-
off,
we would be auctioned off.
but we're
Here's the
not
old
quite
fire
to-
If
truck.
it's
We
not
made-
functioning,
we
then
made
why
a
use
fire
it?
truck into a dump.
I understand.
But
The-
it's sat down there, unless we had a leak or something. It sat there, and that's the worst thing on anything. You should know that.
I know, yeah, anytime someone sets it, runs it, other than brakes, wheel cylinders, clutch, I mean, I know that.
We use our backhoe, I mean, as much as we can. It's a 91 model for the backhoe. We can't go out and do the whole down road with our 91 model backhoe. And and do everything else.
Not to mention, I'm sure that the companies that we have doing the farming out, as you would say, they have to be licensed, certified, bonded, insurance. Those are all things that we're not having to pay for when we get another company or contract another company to do these things for us. and we work together with them. Y'all keep asking questions. This is good. This is good. But I mean, I would ask you to please not pass a budget that's over $1 million for our city. But this is y'all's budget, sorry.
We have a fire truck sitting behind the fire station. It's not functional. It's no good.
Can't
In the city,
get a
places
thousand.
for sure.
No.
I would think not, as long as it's sitting there, that'd be
Well, I
okay.
just wondered.
Every bit of
When
that
you
is
can't get
auctioned
parts
up.
for it.
Oh, I don't know, it costs way more money to fix that thing up.
Oh, I'm not suggesting you fix it up.
You'll buy it.
I'm saying probably, they're gonna push
Yeah,
something
take it
what
across the
we get for it.
scales, scrap it.
That's what I'm, matter of fact, somebody was telling me the other day, this guy lives out of Holly Lake, like, take old fire truck and restore it.
Good luck.
Any money.
I'll give him Mike and we'll have it on auction, he can bid it and take it.
I just, you know,
I would love it to be gone. Along with the pallets and everything else. Scrapping it would be a great idea, it'd be quick. Quickly.
But even if we auctioned off all that stuff back there, we go to the trouble of doing it, first of all,
Yeah.
probably needing another company to come in and do it. It's not like we know how to run a
Yes,
citywide
have to have somebody
government, you know. And let's just say, by the grace of God, we made 25,000. I'm all for that.
Probably gonna spend 30.
You're probably gonna spend 30,000 to get it done. So,
2,500.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for cleaning it up. That would be the only purpose. I would be for it, because I know that's probably what you would want too.
I mean, I just wonder.
Well, I don't know if we can, Mike would know way better than I do, but I think like that property has to be auctioned. It can't be just hauled across the river or sold, right?
Yeah, we have to auction.
Yeah, it's like taxpayer money, it's gotta be
Yeah.
auctioned. So,
I mean, y'all could, if y'all, one of the meetings, y'all could put on the agenda to have, auction off this item, this item, this item, this item to local people with sealed bids, and then y'all could open the bid yourself. Or get the company, you gotta write out descriptions, take pictures, and all this stuff. You gotta have titles, all that stuff. You get all the stuff to the company, then they put it on the website, the county, cities, whoever, and they auction off, and they get more out of it than we ever do with a sealed bid off.
Like I said,
But it's still paying them a percentage.
It would be a great cleanup project, basically,
Yeah,
if we had the money to pay for that, but we don't. So,
To have volunteers do it.
yes.
Pretty much.
That probably wouldn't work, because it's not safe over there, honestly. I wouldn't task all my kids on the National Honor Society. Our adults to go over there and do that.
Well, I
The
mean,
adult fifty service for it.
it's on Merritt's properties.
That's not gonna
So,
happen. Not happening.
yeah,
I think
We started the auction process one time on that stuff.
yeah.
Donna made a list, and we got the told them the titles of what was down there at the time, and then one of them fire chief, somebody wanted to keep the truck, and they was undecided on getting rid of it, or in a bed, and so the auction never actually happened.
Okay, let me ask this question. If a kid sneaks up there, he climbs up on that fire truck, he falls off.
Yeah.
Who's responsible for that?
Well, same question, if a kid comes on your place, you find on your truck, it's all gone.
I mean, really,
Okay.
honestly, but if somebody comes over to your house and jumps on your roof and then jumps off and breaks both their legs, who's responsible?
If it's on my,
Yeah.
if it's
I wouldn't
on,
want my child.
well, I agree, but on my property, and the way people bring on.
And whose property is that?
Merritt's.
Oh, it's a Mary's house. Oh, Mary's.
I think that would be if that were.
Right. Yeah.
City, Merritt.
City has liability insurance.
Yes. But back to that act at hand, we are not going to find some pot of gold in an old fire truck for Austin or things like that. No, I totally understand what you're saying. I love when y'all ask questions, and that was a good one. I'm totally fine with doing it and making $1,000. That's great. But it's $1,000 we don't have. And if y'all want to pass the balanced budget, you need to find about $1 million more of those.
I know he's selling that fire truck.
Love it. Whatever you want. You're good.
Next regular meeting.
I'm gonna hurry. All right, let's go. Yeah.
There is much sugar than you. From Montauk, New York.
Hey.
Anaheim.
Email me, I'll put it on.
Now we're next week.
Tell me, she's my brain sometimes in here.
Contender, ready to teach the OG some new tricks. Scottsdale,
All right,
Arizona.
guys, let's get back to it. We got a 1,157,366 deficit. The money's coming in is black and white.
Doing well? Yeah. What's your goal this evening? Take down the OGI check? Like it. What about you?
Get the repeater, and then I'm coming for you, Grandpa.
You. Okay. You give me the ingredient of my choice. And you must make that ingredient to start your dish. And that ingredient is brioche. Ooh, yeah. 20 minutes on the clock. Brioche on the plate. Make it taste great.
Needs to be on the right piece of paper. That's all that matters.
Ooh, yeah.
And to be on the right.
It's buttery. Maybe make.
You gotta go back and you gotta figure out what you can cut.
Just pass it, it's gotta pass it.
Yeah. Stinks, no money.
Does the city have like vacant property?
No, not me. No. For what?
Sell it.
Really seriously. I know. I mean, y'all, we would be in that situation right now if we got it.
And everything now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dan, telling yourself.
Someone's donated to us.
And then we can sell it. Yeah.
Here's what I say about that.
Yeah, right?
It's good.
Two separate roles. Two separate. What was our deficit last week? In that B2 budget? Where all department heads were perfectly happy?
The deficit was 922, 507.
922,507, and we would have been choosing our own tax rate. If we would have passed the budget last week. Now, instead of 922,507, we're at 1.1 million.
My calculation.
Over.
And
And we didn't get to choose our tax rate.
Which cost us a lot.
Yeah, it did. It
Cost
cost us a lot of money. I don't understand how we don't understand, because we're in a rebuilding stage. It took 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. It took 5-ish years to spend 2 million of our reserves. We're not going to fix this in a year or 2 years. We're going to have to do this for about 4 or 5 more years until we can have a fully functioning everything y'all want. But this year isn't it. And I don't feel right doing this to our citizens. I think it's ridiculous that we're even in this situation, but we're in it. So we got to fix it. Or I guess y'all got to fix it. done everything I think I can. The budget I did last week, I felt like was sufficient. I worked on that, met with people. And y'all didn't like it, and that's totally fine. But I'm here right now. Let's get this budget for our citizens. We could have skipped a lot of that first part. When I asked the people that voted no to the budget I presented to send me what they wanted to cut. Whatever budget that y'all wanted and what you wanted, so I could collect that information and get it out to everyone. And nobody sent me anything. Spoke to you, and spoke to Becky about sending me your cuts and what you want. So I could accumulate all that information, pass it out to all the council, and the council be prepared for this meeting. But now we're sitting here in silence and we've wasted the citizens' time for almost 3 hours. And I really feel like we could have skipped that if we would have had that dialogue. Just letting me know what you want to cut. Where what you're. I really wish that we could
Let Kamala Harris
have more dialogue and communication.
just talks a lot,
Sorry, we're here now, so I need one of y'all three to let me know what you are doing, what you want, how we can do it. And then the other two obviously could chime in and say, They agree or disagree. And I'm here running the meeting. That's why I'm just encouraging y'all to. Those who voted no last week, ask questions, start communicating.
The budget's better this week than it was last week.
No. We were bringing in more money last week
Our numbers.
and our deficit was less.
Yeah, but our number on what I got given Monday is less than what it was last week. On number 2, number 3 is less.
No.
Well, what I'm looking at paper wise.
You have A1 or B2? Because I'm talking about B2. That's the one we voted on.
I'm talking the one right here.
And I'm letting you know right now, we had more city income last week than we do this week because now Wood County has chosen our tax rate because we didn't vote last week. So we were late. So Wood County.
I thought we voted last week to not raise our.
No, we didn't vote on a tax rate at all last week because y'all wouldn't approve the budget. So you have to have an approved budget in order to approve a tax rate. So if you, I mean, and this is not my rules. I'm telling you the truth. That since we didn't vote last week, because it was 900 and something, it was close to $1 million that we had coming in last week. Now, because Wood County has chosen our tax rate, now we're at 784.
But we should have started sooner, like we normally do. We do May, June, July, and then.
Did we do that last year?
No, we didn't do it last year.
And did we have a balanced budget?
We're a surplus of.
We had a surplus of $700. So woulda, shoulda, coulda. Now we're here. You guys do your thing.
Everybody makes changes, everybody's happy. Yeah, we approve the budget.
I mean, that's kind of like our only option.
Number 3, approve the budget. Everybody's happy with the changes. Well, we were sitting here have a hung jury, it's gonna sit here all night and nothing happened.
So sad.
I mean, the only way I think is to approve it and throw it in the lessons learned. And
That's gonna
What
be
is that,
a
a year goes
very
by?
big consequence.
Gotta be though, something gotta be.
It's sad.
Everybody's happy with the changes, let's approve the budget this year, move on.
Yeah, I guess if y'all are done.
If we don't approve a budget by what, you don't get that.
October the 6th.
We only have 6 business days.
We don't have any.
That's kind of way too close. I definitely don't want to do that to our citizens. So.
I do want to express on at least my behalf, my apologies to all that attended tonight and have had to sit through this length of time. My apologies for me.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I apologize too.
Can somebody make a motion and approve on the
Like church here. Wouldn't it be illegal if we vote on that?
No.
Okay, so,
It would be.
No, it's not, Chuck. I posted the agenda September 19th, 2025 at 3 p.m. That was on a Friday. And by the TML, I called TML on the 3 business day rule. And he told me, the TML attorney told me, you do not count the day you post agenda, and there's 3 business days in between there, and you do not count the day of the meeting. So there's 3 business days in there, September the 19th on a Friday, and then so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we had the meeting on Thursday. There's 3 business days in between there, so it was done correct.
okay.
would you like to apologize to her?
No.
That's so sad.
Imagine that.
That's so sad.
Somebody make a motion.
You actually told her that she was doing something illegal.
Do you have a comment on that?
No,
He is
she's
not an
right.
attorney.
She's correct. As far as the number of days,
Yeah.
yeah. But
We're not having conversations.
So we
Make
can't.
a motion and go.
We're not.
We're on number 3.
This is a complete embarrassment. Y'all are about to do this and I have 6 in my stomach.
Number three, so we can,
Not legal, one person saying it is legal.
We got TML saying it's not.
Hey, I'm telling you right now. You got to stop listening people who cherry pick law. It is not illegal to pass a deficit budget.
I'm not saying it's illegal.
You can pass a deficit budget.
Government does everything.
If that was the law.
Government of Texas does.
Me and you. Right? If that was the law, we would have to cut all of our departments.
I mean, I'm not saying it's against the law.
Now, I'm saying I want you to know for you.
I'm not trying to be a thorn in any.
You're never gonna be a thorn in my side because you ask questions and I love that because that's a pretty, but you're asking the wrong people.
Let's make a motion.
I'm gonna read number 3. Consider approval of ordinance 2025-0925 adopting the annual budget, City of Hawkins, Texas for fiscal year 25-26. Jackie.
you gotta make a, I'm sorry, you gotta make a motion second and then we call, okay?
To motion.
Yeah, you gotta make a motion to pass it, then second it. So we call it.
$62,000 on the price. Is that what?
Yeah, you got everything you wanted. Absolutely.
Right.
Yep.
So are we ready to make a motion?
It's up to you.
I would not want to be the one to make this motion.
Well, then I'll make a motion. For the 2025-2026 fiscal year. To accept everything that we discussed tonight.
Second.
I'm sorry. All in favor, Jackie?
Aye.
This is the call.
Okay.
Jackie, Dan.
No.
Wait a minute, go back, Jackie said what?
Jackie said yes.
Okay,
Dan said no.
okay.
Aaron said yes. Nick
Yeah.
said yes. Meredith? No. No. Okay. The budget passed
With the changes.
with the changes that we've made. And
What they're deficit.
with the deficit of 1.1,577,000 and some change.
I'll send that over to the tax office and I will put it on our script once I get our corrections and everything made and corrected and what be on the website. There's the website.
We're looking at 2. I'm sorry. I need a motion for number 4 before I start talking to anybody. I need a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That, well, we were working on 2 different budgets. But it was a little, 900. $1.1 million was flagged. And Wood County didn't get to, we can do our job. Wood County got to use our tax rate. Not our citizen. Okay. To a. They gave that department, they gave our fire department. It's a money. Our fire department.
Yeah, but depending on the business.
As long as it's a resident.
They just said
Well, they were gonna have a lot of.
Yeah, well, I mean, all you have to do is watch TV.
Yes.
Right, done for it, it'll be late.
So yes, we've heard of it. So.
Second question, yes.
Was that for?
Yeah. I got it. But it's just trouble.
So.
Thanks, Travis. Thank you, appreciate that. Good, we got bills today. There you go. Keep watching, we got bills.